Hello, welcome back. Ratropolis. Yo, this intro theme's going nuts. You hear this? I've never heard it go this long. If I don't get the desert this time, I'm gonna freak. I just want to play the desert. I just want to have a nice, easy run to the desert. Welcome back. I don't know if I said welcome back, but welcome back. We're here. It's Ratropolis time. Closing in on 4 a.m. This is the forest. At least it's not the coast. You'll be hearing this video if you're watching it as it goes live in about 4 hours probably when it's over. Let's see what here we got. Market. Dude, it's giving me a lot of markets off the first building. We're the builder today. Pretty sure we're supposed to be the builder today. How am I feeling? I'm good. Feeling good. Last episode was a win, if you haven't seen it. Thankfully, finally, I've freed myself from myself and gotten a W. Defeated the coast. Oh, I'm feeling a little tired today. I'm feeling a little tired every day. I wanted to say, if you found me through YouTube, by the way, this happened tonight, Maria, and a few days ago as well. Someone came by and dropped a prime. If you come by and you say hey on my stream, I want you to know that it makes me feel very good, and I wanted to say thanks. I do appreciate it quite a bit. I was dragging my feet. I was super hesitant to ever start the YouTube. It was like, I'll throw some stream VODs up there, but like, whatever. So the Ratropolis episodes doing as well as they have has been very nice, and I really feel like I'm starting to find my footing on these episodes and get an idea of what I want to do with them. Oh my god, oh my god, is this an economy card for me? For me? Me. You're giving me an economy card from the first shop. Well, now I can't even complain. This sucks. I'm gonna buy Battlecry. But yeah, it means a lot. If you're from the stream watching my YouTube, it means a lot. The fact that you've made the crossover in either direction is very nice for me. It makes me feel pretty good. The theory in content creation is you're supposed to do, it's not really the theory. No one's an expert on this shit. Some people actually are experts, like people do this professionally that are experts. Because really, when it comes down to it, content creation is just marketing. But I've heard the advice that you should diversify yourself across 3 platforms, like make content on 3 platforms, and I only do 2 right now. I'm gonna do YouTube and Twitch. The third one is, I think YouTube is the most important one, and then YouTube is the most important secondary, I should say. Because the alternative secondaries, like the other things I could be doing Twitter or Instagram or TikTok or Facebook. I've looked at TikTok. I've done a lot of I spent a lot of time on TikTok recently, a lot more than I ever thought I would, to try and figure out if it would make sense for me. I talk about TikTok pretty often. Yeah, we got runners today. This is a great run. Well, it's not great yet, but it's off to a good start. I might actually just get killed. Hang on a minute. Right after saying this is a great run, I may in fact just be murdered. That's fine. No, TikTok, the type of videos that I would have to make for TikTok don't really fit for me. You have to make videos where you're doing some sort of like, some sort of vlogging style, more or less. I've seen a few people make those kinds of videos though and do very well. There's a guy who, I've seen a few of his videos pop up where he, just records his face and does a little skit of him talking to Twitch chat. And it's good, like those are good. But those videos also, they don't really go big on TikTok, they go big on Twitter, which is just very strange. Twitter really is just a place to promote your TikTok and vice versa. It's all interconnected and it's just hell. It's not as simple as I'm just gonna record myself playing video games and move on. You gotta like link to your freaking, link to here, link to there. It's a mess. I'm not good at it. I hate social media. I don't hate social media. That's not right. I got a second mining. I'm so good at this game. I don't hate social media. I hate posting on social media. I've talked a lot, right? I've spoken on it before about how I am with going out there and putting myself out there like that, right? It's hard for me to go out there and just shout off into nothingness, hey, here's my opinion. But I have no problem being like, hey, I'm gonna tell you about all of these things going on in my mind here in this video of me playing a game about playing tiny rats defending themselves from plagued rats and infected things, you know? And weasels, right? I can give you my thoughts on life here as I take my third mining. Oh my god. What a blessed day. The third mining is maybe too much, but I'm not gonna look a gift mining in the mouth. Never, this is what happens when you meet a gift mining in the Alps. That doesn't sound right. Watchtower? I'll throw down the watchtower, maybe. If I can, I wouldn't mind grabbing the barn. The economy is cursed. I do not want to play this watchtower. I don't have the money for it. Yeah, like Twitter is a real struggle. I should spend more time on it, like, cause you know, at the end of the day, it's just talking to people. But I struggle. I struggle to like go out there and just get in there and start talking. You know, it's hard. I'm very much an introvert in this respect, and content creation has definitely helped me a lot. Doing Twitch and YouTube, I feel a lot more confident lately, but also, you know, simultaneously like more confident and less confident. It's kind of incredible. Dude, these minings are ramping up so fast. It's beautiful. I love it. Triple mining. We have so much mining. Now I just need to get the other. I mean, I've got a decent population. My income isn't great yet, but it will be soon. I have high population through invite. I don't need population right now, which is why I'm not playing it. I will play it later. Probably gonna upgrade a mining. Because upgrading one mining upgrades them all, more or less. That's not literally not true, but what are you gonna do? Call the cops? No, I will upgrade this mining. Because they all gain the benefit from that upgrade. It's sort of like upgrading 3 cards. Sort of. Now, I should really go back to Twitter and making connections and talking to people. I should be more like friendly and like, hey, how's it going to everyone I see when people join up. Am I gonna take a 4th mining? Yeah. I've complained so much. This is the game going, okay, fucker. You wanna complain about not getting offered enough economy cards? Here, 4 minings in 7 waves. And I'm like, oh no, please don't do it. No. Please, I don't want. No, my economy, it's too good. You know. I should spend more time on Twitter, in conclusion. But counter argument, I hate Twitter. I don't hate Twitter, you know. We can do this loop forever. I don't hate Twitter, I just hate Twitter. I hate Twitter because I'm not good at it, right? That's what it is. One of my coworkers, when I was doing pizza delivery, she was like, yeah, I've used Twitter not my whole life, but like she used Twitter for the last like 7 years or something like that, since she was 12 years old. Spent a lot of time on Twitter, and she, like, if only I was still talking to her, right, this would be the perfect time. If only I still worked with her, would be like, hey, can you explain to me how you make friends on Twitter? And then, you know, think about that sentence as I say it out loud and go, man, that sentence doesn't really paint me in the best of lights now, does it? But you know, I mean, it doesn't make me seem like a bad person. Just how the hell do you meet people? I ask myself this question a lot, right? How do you just go out there and like meet people? It's so difficult. This run is really weird. I have good money except for when I don't have good money, which is a weird sentence for me to state. However, I have 4 minings and I just need to up my income a little more. I also need to lose my gold. But my income doesn't matter too much since I'm going to be losing my gold anyway. However, it matters some. This is timed out pretty well. We lose 16 gold and then I'll get it back pretty quick. Yeah, mining has a great benefit of being a very cheap card. It only costs 12 to play, which is really strong. I'm playing them in the wrong order. I recognize that. It's acceptable. But yeah, you know, as a, like every time, I guess every time that I go to, you know, be like, hey, thanks for, give you a little peek behind the veil, right? Oh God, do not jump on me. I go to like shout out, hey, thanks for coming by the stream. I appreciate it a lot. But then I go, well, why didn't I thank everyone who's come by the stream? And then it's like, oh, well, maybe I should just not thank anyone. And then I just fall down this rabbit hole for a long time, and it's not a good one. You know, I appreciate you all for spending your time with me. It makes me feel good. I like these Ratropolis episodes. And somehow this one has once again fallen down the rabbit hole of, oh yeah, well, I'm just going to sit here and say thank you for the entire episode. Moving forward from this topic, but in conclusion, thanks. You know what I saw on Twitter today? Now that I'm done complaining about Twitter, I can tell you, I do go on Twitter occasionally. I don't tweet, I don't do anything on it because it's hard. Like, also, just tweeting out into the void isn't exactly what you want to do on Twitter. You want to be, like, talking to people, making replies, making friends, but, you know. Who the hell wants to do that in current year? Oh, this is the boss. I didn't even realize this was the boss. Hope I didn't just kill myself. Yeah, I should have paid a little closer attention to what I was facing here, huh? Should have definitely looked a little closer. Gonna have to spend a little money here. Yeah, this is where these guys get really troublesome. I may be dead. Am I dead over here? Holy shit, I'm gonna get killed, aren't I? I'm not gonna get killed, maybe. I'm gonna get killed. Oh no, it's okay. This guard has done it. I lost a lot of guard. Like, we took a really bad beating here. Why did we take such a bad beating? My army was really weak, that's all. I need to get better army cards now. These aren't better army cards. Take Seeker, because Seeker will let me maybe get better cards. Right? I got a great economy plan, and other than that, what do I have? Nothing. But we have reached the point where I make money when I redraw, right? We're here. We have arrived. I get it. I get it. I won't complain anymore. I'm sorry. God, this game. I can't even title this episode "How Many Minings is Too Many Minings" because I've literally already made that episode title. I can't do it again. Or can I? Well, well, well. I see this merchant. He's gonna show up, he's gonna give me shield rat, and we're gonna have a great day. Missionary? I'll take druid. Take druid over missionary. Take the wall. Is policy good? Nah. Start inviting. We took a 2 population unit, so I may as well start inviting to bolster the population now that the economy is settled. We're not reaching cruising altitude here. This one isn't a foregone conclusion, but the 4 minings have ramped up. It's kind of what the card does. We now make a lot of money every time around. I'm just kind of chilling. What I saw on Twitter though. I didn't finish my, well, you know what I saw on Twitter recently? Move? Barracks? Nice. I saw a highlight clip from that one very iconic SpongeBob episode, the chocolate episode, and it got me to thinking. And this is a question I should really ask on stream. I probably will if you're listening to this and it's not stream time on the 18th yet. Like that day, like 10:30 p.m. Eastern time on March 18th has not passed. I will talk about this tonight as well, probably. What do you think like some of the most iconic cartoon scenes are? Or like most iconic cartoon episodes, I guess. And I will include in this question like any adult cartoons if you want to throw in a Family Guy or a Futurama. I think they're worth counting. Because I think that, and define iconic is a hard thing to do, but like what's one that really stands out as a paragon? Could not figure out how to say paragon there, but like a real pillar of just whatever the comic or the cartoon is for. I think there's a few good options. I do think that the chocolate episode is very good. It has a lot of really good quotables from SpongeBob, right? It's got the lady, you know the lady, that old as heck lady in the wheelchair. They brought her back. Did you see that? They brought her back in a recent episode. I saw them advertise that she's making a return to the show, which is like, why? First of all. And second of all, hell yeah, I'm surprised she's still alive. It's been like 20 years. But I guess you can't really just like kill her off. Well, you can, but it's kind of rude. What are some other iconic cartoon scenes? This is a hard question because I don't watch a whole lot of media. I'd be interested to hear your responses if you want to drop them for me down below. I'd love to hear them. But I'm trying to think of like what are some iconic cartoon moments that I remember. Or not cartoon moments necessarily, but like cartoon episodes. Because something like another good one is probably the Tales of Ba Sing Se from Avatar: The Last Airbender. It is an extremely good episode of a really good show in what I would consider to be the peak. If you've seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, I think that book 2 is the peak of that show. I think book 1 is kind of weak because it was made as like like you're supposed to be able to watch each episode on its own. There's not like a consistent tale. More like there's a bit of a consistent tale, but each episode is bite-sized in its telling. Whereas in the later books, they start to do a little more, like the later 2 books. There's 3 books, 3 seasons, and in the later 2, it's more of a focus on upgrade. +2 +8. I'm gonna give it to the guards. I don't really want to keep these other 2 in for long. I mean, druids will probably stay, but militia probably not. No, they started to do more coherent. Not coherent. I can't word this correctly. I don't want to word this in the wrong way because it's important for me to get this right. They start to the episodes start to carry over more. Is what I'm trying to say, I guess. Whereas it feels like you're just kind of going like one episode to the next, although there is like a reasonable plot happening from episode to episode in set 1. Like they never really talk about things that happen in prior episodes in book 1. My usage of the words here is not very good, and I understand that. You gotta know. What do you gotta know? You just gotta know. I'm gonna remove a mining. I don't feel the need to take a ridiculous amount of minings in this episode. We've already done that. I could have called this a ridiculous amount of minings too, though, and that could have been good. Maybe I still will, just as a gotcha. A real clickbait. Ridiculous amount of minings is 4. No, I think the Tales of Ba Sing Se, though, great contender for very iconic cartoon episode. I'm trying to see if I can think of anything else. Because step 1 is think of a good cartoon that you think would have a really good ending, or not really good ending, but really good episode. And then step 2, which episode is it that you would? It's like it can't just be like a really good episode, an episode you really like. It's gotta be like I guess it can be a really good episode, but I'm looking for something that has like a lasting impact. So an example of an episode that I think of a show that is good that I remember from, however long ago it was that I first saw this is Channel Chasers from the Fairly Odd Parents. I think that's a pretty strong episode, but because I remember it, and I haven't seen that show in a very long time. But I don't know if I would say it's like iconic because I don't think anything huge and incredible happens in that episode. I just remember it as being a relatively good one in comparison to the rest of the show. Although I don't really have great feelings towards Fairly Odd Parents. Like the show was okay. Definitely not my favorite though. It's not. I don't think it's good, but it's not the level of SpongeBob, right? SpongeBob's like defined a generation, iconic. Whereas Fairly Odd Parents is good, but I feel like people are also more willing to hate on Fairly Odd Parents and what it's become than they are with SpongeBob. Because SpongeBob, I don't think SpongeBob is very good right now. I haven't seen it in a very long time, but I just kind of, I'm gonna take a wild guess here and say it's probably not a good one right now, considering the show is still going. Accountant? I don't know. I don't need money. I guess that's a territory expansion. It's fine. Is fine. I got some 919 guards. My favorite time of day, 919. That's not true. I don't have a favorite time of day. Maybe I do. Let me think about it. Longsword, I think, is too little too late. We also learned you don't really want to take two population units. That just kills you. That's what I learned the last time I fought the big turtle anyway. Refresh. Could take herb corruption. I don't need to, though, is the thing. If I'm not taking a 2 population frontliner, I should be putting my barracks buffs on the militia. That's certain. This is certain I should be doing that. Right now we're just kind of living on the virtue of guards, which is fine. However, it won't always be fine. I should buff up my militia, because they only have 16 health, right? 16? Yeah, 16 health is not a lot of health in the late game. Or I should replace them. What if I go pirate? I'm gonna go pirate here. I'm gonna go pirate here. I have the money. I'm gonna give him a try. Yeah, this guy's weak. This is Pirate's chance to be the frontliner. Don't whiff, Pirate. It's I have to make sure that I keep an eye. This is where I have to be very mindful if I'm going to use pirates. I do not want to accidentally have no frontline because all my pirates deserted and I didn't realize it. Don't autoplay mining. My brain, it autoplays mining right now. That's bad because I need to invite sometimes. I also would like to upgrade invite. Oh, the farm's ready. Another 100 gold, huh? Just throw it on the pile. Give me an apartment. You know, good try. It's a good building, I won't fault you. You tried your best, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. You did a long cartoon talk there. You would think by that I have some sort of passion for cartoons. I really don't. Honestly, when I was younger, watching television channels like that, I was much more into like the late night stuff. Nick at Night, Full House. Yo, I loved Full House. That was my show. That was the show that I was a big fan of, for sure. Full House. George Lopez to a lesser extent. Not as big of a fan of George Lopez. I especially think looking back at that show, it was kind of strange. But good at the time. I mean, no, it's still good, probably. I just haven't seen it, and I probably will never see it again. I don't think, because if I see George Lopez again, I have to willingly go and watch George Lopez, which is, like, I have to seek it out. Saw Friends through this avenue as well. Friends is a pretty good show. I've talked about my Friends tier list. It's one of those shows, I think Friends and The Office share a very similar place in my mind, where for some reason, people who like Friends and people who like The Office will watch those shows a ton of times. I'm gonna trade militia. I'm gonna train pirate. This is his time. This is pirate's time. I'm removing militia. Like I've seen people make Reddit posts. The Office still has an active subreddit, which is just crazy to me. But I've seen people make those Reddit posts like, yeah, just finished my 10th rewatch of The Office. And I go, how? How can you do that? Like, the most I've ever even considered myself doing is, like, I've watched a few YouTube videos that I liked multiple times, right? Like, I'll watch a YouTube video and then I'll forget about it for a while, and then I'll come back to that YouTube video. It'll pop up in my recommended again a few months down the line, and I'll go watch it again. We can do Battle Weekends here. But, like, watching an entire, like, what is that, 7 or 8 seasons of The Office? Just, like, multiple times, 10 times? That's so many times. That is 10 times. Like, I'm not, if you love The Office, and Friends is the same way. People love Friends also. If you love these shows, like, hell yeah, dude. But it's just, I can't believe it when I hear that sort of thing. It really blows my mind. Graveyard? That's population. And we got another barracks, which is cool. Oh yeah, run. I don't know. It's wild. Friends has a very rabid fan base, and you know, some people when I talk about Friends on my stream, they're like, "Yeah, I hate Friends because I hate the people who like Friends," and you know, if that's a reason you want to hate Friends, like sure, I don't blame you. But I try to not hate shows because of the fan base. I think that it leads you to some holy fuck, I'm getting very killed here. Am I gonna die? There's no way I'm gonna die, right? Run. I can't believe, like, man, he wiped me so fast. My front line is terrible. You know what I'm noticing here? My front line is very bad. I lost like 40 population here. Wow. I think I need to not take Druid, and I need to transition to something better. But at least we're gonna get a lot of population out of this. From all the people who died. Oh, I might actually lose. I'm kind of like, I need to run again here. I guess I'm just gonna buff Militia. Pirate, I don't think Pirate's doing it for me. I don't know though. I don't really like him, I don't think. His stats, I think his stats are better. He's not a frontliner for the long term, right? I've talked about that. I don't think Pirate's a long-term unit. I think that Pirate's you take him in the early game as a replacement for Militia, and I think that he can hold it down pretty well in that case, but in the case of I don't have a good frontliner, what do I do? I don't know if Pirate's the answer. I think I would rather have, like if I want to pick up Guardian here, or maybe even Longsword, and then I just stop playing Druids. Okay, we lived barely. Let me prepare a list here. No, I should take Eye only if I want to win. Samurai? Did not get Guardian. I got offered the Longsword. Like, retrospectively, should have taken Longsword and just ran with it. I guess we're gonna funnel Militia. My oh my. We have upgraded Invite as well. Worth considering. I kind of want to stop placing Druids, although, I don't know. I wasted a buff on Pirate, but I am going to throw Pirate out when I get a card removal option. Should actually get the Barracks up first. Yeah. Lighthouse. Huh. There's definitely a trend of which building, like what rarity you're going to see at which waves, right? Yeah, I think you always see a common off of the first hero power you throw out, for example. I like repairing without repairs. Without repair houses? Repair houses? Repair houses. My words aren't good. I'll probably doing one episode now and then one episode tomorrow when I awaken for the 5:30. The double Ratropolis, it's a little more than I expected, I gotta tell you. No worries, like I'm fine, but I didn't expect it to, even it's just like, it's 2 Ratropolis episodes a day is an hour and a half of my time per day, right? Roughly. It's a lot more time than I expected. I didn't really think about it until I started doing it, but like, it's a lot of time. It really, it has surprised me. And all I really did was cut out like an hour of the stream. I did that a while ago where when I came back from vacation, I cut an hour off of the stream to spend that hour doing something more productive. And then shortly after I fired up the YouTube. Before the YouTube, what was I doing? It's a great question. I don't even know. I think I tried to spend like an hour doing some research research on something worth talking about on the stream, more or less. Just something to have to bullshit. I don't know why, but like, I really wish I could, if I could condense and understand this issue, I would probably be so much better as a creator. I have such an easy time doing this stream of consciousness on YouTube, and on the stream, it's just talking about the game. I cannot think of anything else. I wonder, like, the druid feels very bad right now. I don't know why. Druid's feeling real bad. Snap picked that house. I need to not start snap picking if I want to be better at this game. But you know, I fire up the YouTube recording and I just start going and I have no problems. Just start talking and I would not shut up. The longbow pivot, is it time? This is a really bad shop. Like just kind of impressive. Double fishery, I guess, is fun. I'll take fishery, fine. That's fun, we can take fishery. Maybe I'll fish up something life-saving on the final wave. That would be cool. Fish up, like, I can't even imagine what I would fish up that would save my run. But that's why I'm taking it. Oh man. A lot of the time on this though, this episode, not this episode, but this series, I do just talk about the game. But you know, we reach points like this where I get gifted a win very easily. I mean, maybe not necessarily gifted a win per se. We could lose this, for sure. But it feels very strong right now. So when this happens, I don't really want to sit here and talk about like, ah, well, we're really strong. We're probably just gonna crush it from here on out, right? I wanna give you some commentary that's maybe a little more interesting than that. I don't know. Hard to say. It's a very big like questioning period for me in the content creation. Like I really need to sit down and watch like I need to watch like one of my Ratropolis videos a day. And I need to watch like 2 hours of my stream per day. If I really want to improve from the position I'm in and become better, I just need to start watching my content. But you know, talk about this one ad nauseum. Why would I? I mean, great. Not why would I? I don't want to. God, I don't want to. I'm still a little weird about even hearing my own voice. I don't really like it. Slowly, I'm getting over it, right? But it's hard. I have you know, the way I speak grates on me. If I'm conscious of it, and I am conscious of it because I'm trying to change it to be just like so I speak differently, and but like as a result, I don't like listening to myself talk because I just don't like. There's like a lot of little speech things that I do, a lot of words and phrases I say, things like that I would like to change, and I'm trying to get there. It's not something that anyone really cares about, I don't think. Most people, like when I even point it out, they go like, oh yeah, I don't care. But I notice it and I can't stop it, and it frustrates me. It doesn't frustrate me, it makes me seem like I'm angry and I don't have control. That's not what I'm going for. You get it though, hopefully. I want to have my speech pattern a little more varied. Basically, there's a few keywords. I've talked about this one as well. But there's a few keywords I try to avoid, right? I'm trying to say like and a lot less. I do a lot of like, and it's kind of ingrained in me at this point. So it probably will never defeat the monstrosity that is like. However, free pillage, not bad. If I ever am able to, that would like be pretty cool. Feeling, you know, just say enough likes could probably pass for shaggy. That's all I'm saying. Poison fog has a practical application outside of what I use it for, which is very little. Perhaps. Although poison fog, as we did discover, it stacks with burst. There it is. See those uhs? I would like to get rid of those. The other one is I say right a lot. And also. But also, It's not. It's just that it's not that I don't want to say these things. It's just that I would like to vary my speech, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I want. Honestly, I don't know what I want. The more I think about it and like what I'm saying here and like what I'm saying here, you know is another one. But it's like I would more or less be removing my entire speech pattern from myself if I were to worry about this one. Very, very introspective episode today. Hope you don't mind. Hope you don't. I don't know. Yeah, just hope you don't mind. That's all. I like these episodes as well as the episodes where things are a little more scary. This one is just I'm struggling with just putting down a lot of. Look at this. We have 155 population. I'm going towards 20, 20, 20, and that's not the year I'm talking about this time. I'm gonna lose my gold because I would rather lose my gold than have to repair at this point. Plus, I'll get it back. My minings are very expensive. I'll get there. If I ever really focus up, I'll get a lot better, I think. However, I don't know. I should, right? I really should just watch. If I want to get better, I should just get over the fact. I mean, you're listening to me, right? Why can't I? The answer is because I'm very critical of myself, and I will, you know. You don't know, actually. Because I don't know. Get the horn. Get on the horn. We'll see. I've said before, we're in very early stages of my. I mean, very early. Maybe not. How much money is this gonna give me? 1,200 gold. Wow. Dude, corruption is secretly very strong, and I want to do an expose on that. I will. I hope that we can look back on these videos in like 10 years and see something really great. It's like a little, oh man, remember when my content was like this? God, wasn't that a horrible time? It's so much better now, right? It's just room for growth. That's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling like we have a lot of room for growth. There's always room for growth in everything. Talked about that one before though. 500 gold. I'll take Tinker. He's fun. So I did notice that I took a lot of druid losses there actually. I think I'm gonna stop playing druids at 10. I think druids are interesting because I think they fall off. Like, so let me give you the druid power curve. If I were to map it out, in my opinion, is very interesting because it's not a linear number, right? It's not something that would make sense. Like, oh yeah, militia, their power is relatively low in the early game, but if you buff them up, they get better, and overall, like throughout the course of the run, they get progressively better if you're buffing them, but otherwise, you just want to remove them compared to like. Well, Exiled starts out very strong and then falls off extremely quickly as you get into the later waves. Just giving you a few references for what I'm about to say. I think that Druid is good waves, like, first of all, Druid is good for the first 10 waves, easily. But like almost every unit is good for the first 10 waves. You literally just need warm bodies. But I think Druid is good for like the first 5 waves, like so 10 through 15. So 1 through 15 Druid is good for sure. Then 16 through 20 I think Druid is not very good. And then 20 through 25 I think Druid is good. And then 25 through 30 I think Druid is bad. Which is really strange, but as the number of units the enemies send at you stacks up, the amount of time that Druid can stunlock the enemies goes down. You see what I'm saying? In the earlier waves, Druid is strong because you stack up like 10 Druids, they'll just spam roots and the enemies won't be able to fight back. But then once the enemies start to get more dense, your Druids start getting wiped very quickly. Which is why we're just pivoting to, this is just, I got barracks and we have strong militia now. The run. Also, I have 183 population. That's the real thing I can't overstate. 183 population. Upgraded invite, we got I took the rule of rats. I got the plus 40 there. 43, plus 40, it might not have been plus 40. No, it was plus 40. 20 from the wave 20 and 20 from the wave 27. Overall, not bad. Plaza at a time like this? Sure. We're doing good. If the druids die off now, it's not a big deal. I can probably stop looking. Yeah, I guess I just bought leadership on accident. That's how it goes. That's life. The only thing that I would add right now is I would add rally. Right. However, we'll see. I got 32 population. No matter what I do, I'm not going to be able to power out my population to a point that I'm filled up. I mean, I can, but I have to like just guess the side. I'm guessing right side. I'm hoping right side. We'll see. If I lose this, by the way, if I lose this boss is unbeatable. There's no way. Please come from the right side, though. Oh, I've done it. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a little precautionary move where I move these guys over as this wave is going on, just in case, right? That way he has to at least go through 2 waves. Pretty glad I got that call right. But we're gonna do this. I think it's a win. I hope it's a win anyway. Right, as long as the big thing that kills you on this boss is not the boss himself, but when the salamanders stack. That's what kills you. When he gets a lot of salamanders stacked up, they run you down. Namely when he gets a bunch of these archers stacked. However, that's not going to be the case here, because he is defeated. Here we go. We've done it. Very nice. I feel like that was a win that is respectable. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, leave me a like. Helps me out a great deal. Subscribe for more. We got 2 Ratropolis episodes every day. And, you know, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. I really do. Thanks for listening to me talk. You know, that's kind of what we're doing here. Hope you have a great day. I'll see you in the next episode. Farewell.